coming. I met most of you quite young. Like, I built my tribe a very long time ago, and since then I've just continued to build on it, and each of you mean the world to me, and I just want to thank you all for turning up and helping me. I love Jenny the most, though. And Brooke. I don't actually feel like I'm 40. I think I only have the maturity of like a 15-year-old. And I thought that I would take the opportunity tonight to make a few confessions. So, we all know that I love a good prank phone call. Don't say it. Is she here? I know she's here tonight. I know she's in the room at this moment. She's not going to smoke. That might be good. So, a friend of mine who's here tonight. Joe, stand up here. A friend of mine who's here tonight put a post on Facebook a few years ago complaining that her dog had been hit by a remote control car in the park. So I left it a couple of weeks and I rang her pretending to be the owner of the car. And I said, "You owe me $300 to fix my remote control car, your dog broke it." And she just... Is Moors here? Oh, she's downstairs. And apparently she's been going ballistic about it for years and she doesn't know it was me still. And I rang her about 4 or 5 times going, "Where's my money for my remote control car?" And I still, to this day, think it's the most hilarious thing. Another prank call that I did is, I don't know how many of you play golf, but people mark their golf balls. And I found out that somebody marks their golf balls, she's here, with love hearts. So I rang her and pretended that I was a resident at Stonecutters Ridge and that her golf ball had hit my dog and it had made my dog retarded. And I needed to buy it a new helmet because I was walking around in circles and and the vet girls were going through the roof and she's like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "I'm the owner of the dog whose golf ball you hit." And that was Alison. So her hand up. Where's Donna Judd? So Donna doesn't know this, but she used to leave her Facebook open on the work computer.
What?
Yes, Ray. Tell her.
She's on Facebook.
You're paying her to work, not be on Facebook.
On Facebook.
And I changed her profile picture a few times. I typed into Google. I typed into Google "world's ugliest woman." Put that as her profile picture. And she didn't know till right now that was me. Not your ex-boyfriend who you broke up with because he was hacking your Facebook. Oh, here's Moors. Moors, I just told you, the remote control car guy who hit your dog, that was me. It was me who wanted you to fix my remote control car. You owed me $500. So I do love a good laugh, I do love a good prank, but I also love all of you very, very dearly. Special thanks to my mum, who I actually think she looks more like my sister than my mother. She's starting to disturb me.
Thanks, sweetheart.
As I get older.
Alright, Miss Planet.
But growing up with a single parent, she made sure that I had the best of everything. If I needed to go on athletics or a touch trip, she made sure that I went. I didn't go without. I had everything that you could ever want. So thank you. Everything that you've always done for me. And to my nan, who's all the way in the back, who say to her, and especially my grandfather's not with us anymore, but my grandmother means more to me than I think words can even say. She's been more like a parent, second parent to me. I've grew up with her my whole life in the same house. She's done more for me than words can describe. I give her hell. Like, our personalities are just opposite. She's a square head, she's straight down the line, she's placid, hates confrontation, doesn't like swearing. And that's pretty much opposite to everything I am. But she's just like the best person I know, and she went above and beyond as a grandparent. And my life, and I wouldn't be who I am without her and my grandfather, but especially her. And I'm glad that we have the relationship that we do now, where I can give her a bit of grief. Like the other day, I will get to the thank you, but the other day, like, I just like to stir her a bit, keep her on her toes, you know, like, she's wiping the cupboards. She goes, there's fingerprints on these cupboards, and she's like, and I'm just standing there watching, and I go, you missed a spot. And she goes, well, you could do it, and I know she's going to take the bait every time. And she wonders where I get my temper from, but it's from you, right? But I love you very much. I appreciate and thank you for everything that you've always done for me my entire life, even to this day. And I just don't know, I wouldn't be the person I am without you in my life. So everyone, thank you for my grandmother. Thank you to everyone for coming. These girls are going to say a few words, but I love you all. And I, would do anything for all of you.
So Megan asked someone to say something about 5 minutes ago, so I don't have a lot prepared. But as most of you will know, as soon as you meet Megan, you know that there's a couple of things about her. I think everyone could say the number one thing with her, as I was saying earlier tonight, is the most loyal person I know in my life is Megan.
Agree.
Absolutely, if you cross her, you're on her. But loyalty is something that is absolutely dear to Megan's heart, and no matter what happens in your life, if you have been good to her, she will always be good to you. And you can't say that about everyone in the world. So I thank you, Megan, for being there. I met Megan through athletics when we were teenagers. We travelled a bit together on some athletics teams, and then everything else through life after that. Megan was my maid of honour at my wedding, and I couldn't ask for any more support than she has provided for me throughout the years. So thank you, Megan.
I concur. Same, Megan, amazing. You were one of my bridesmaids. I loved you for so long now. We've had road trips. Lots of fun times, great memories. Just someone that I absolutely love. We always reconnect, even if we haven't spoken for ages. As soon as I see you, it just all comes flooding back, and we're great friends. And yeah, I love you, and happy birthday.
Okay, so for those of you that know Sam and myself and our kind of group, I was a bit of a ring-in, and these guys were all kind of touch friends. And as a ring-in, I remember meeting Megan, and I suppose from day dot, never really feeling like a ring-in. Always felt like I belonged, and she always treated me really well, and we always got on really well. And over a very long period, our friendship has grown, and we don't always see each other all the time, but I know that at any point I could give Megan a call, and she would be there to listen to me and help me through anything that I needed. Story-wise,
We didn't pay for stories.
there is literally so many that I wouldn't even know where to start.
Excellent.
But I can say this, is that over our friendship, there have been there have been many great times, and honestly, those times of my life are highlights, and I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to share those memories, and they will literally be with me forever. So thanks, Megan. You're awesome. You've got a great one. Hey. Okay, so now we're going to cut the cake. So if everyone wants to switch around, and we'll go down the other end.
Light it first.
Happy birthday, Megs. I know you're not there yet, but welcome to
I'm 39 still. I'm not 40 yet.